Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm still alive. It's been a little bit... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna just select that so that sound stops happening. Yeah, it's been a little bit since I've done one of these. My life has been a little bit nuts the last couple weeks. I do apologize for not having anything up for a little bit. I've been trying to, but that's been easier said than done. But hopefully I might get things going a little bit. I make no promises. Let me state that right now. I'm going to try and do a series on... I'll get to this in a minute. But I am going to state I make no promises. I am still working on like a year-end list on my blog site, and hopefully by spring or summer next year I should be in a better situation. Again, that's all I'm going to say on that. Also, the other thing I say is if you hear the heater in the background, like a noise, that's my heater. I need that because it's frickin' cold and my heat just blinked off. So, it's December. But enough of my excuses. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we all know what this is. And this came up on PS4. Hoo boy. This, ladies and gentlemen, this is the horror game. When I saw this collection pop up on PSN, I knew, no question, I had to get this. Because this is the horror game. This is, no question, this is the horror game. Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Now, it comes with Justine and comes with Justine, which is the add-on for Dark Descent. And it also comes with Machine for Pigs. Now, I like Machine for Pigs myself. I know a lot of people don't, but I do. If Dark Descent goes well, I'll probably do one for that. I'm actually going through it right now just on my own, and it's pretty goddamn creepy. And to be fair, I also have a slight fear of pigs, so that's not helping the matter. Anyway, welcome to Amnesia: The Dark Descent. What follows is a couple of quick messages on how to get the best possible experience. Amnesia should not be played to win. Instead, focus on immersing yourself in the game's world and story. I am really bad at that, so let's see how that goes. But I am going to try. Do not worry about when and how to save during gameplay. The game will take care of that for you. When you want to leave the game, just choose Save and Exit. You can then use Continue to return where you left off next time you start the game up. The world of Amnesia is a dangerous place and you are extremely vulnerable. Do not try to fight the enemies encountered. Instead, use your wits, hide, or even run if necessary. The interplay between light and dark is very important to the game, and because of this, it is vital to set up the gamma correctly, blah 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 blah. Square at the right is barely visible. Ah. And dark room and headphones, of course. I always play horror games with a, dark room. Headphones are obviously just because of the mic, but I do it anyway. And dark room, duh. And I didn't read that last part because fuck it. Oh boy. Commentary? Run, throw, interact, lean, jump, crouch, lantern. Dun da da. Now, like I said, I was playing a little bit of a Machine for Pigs. Graphics in this game...
Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
Now, again, I would like to state that I have played through... Or not played through, I've watched playthroughs of Dark Descent Machine for Pigs and Justine and everything. I know what happens, though, to be fair, I haven't seen a playthrough of any of them in years. Now, let me state one thing about this game. As you can tell, it's a little older looking than I figured. Though I can do this. That is actually still kind of cool. This game is a little bit older than most would think. Let me see here. Okay, that's how you do it. And triangle. Notes, no notes. Diary, no diary. Follow the liquid trail and find its source. Look at the light. Look at the light. Pretty light. For those who don't know, the light is, of course, your friend in this game. As long as you're in the light and you're doing okay, you'll be fine. And if you aren't, get in the light. Oh, stupid door. Tinderbox. Okay. Tinderbox. Number 10 boxes shown in your inventory. More tinder boxes. Good, good, good. I'm just gonna stay here for a minute. Crystal clear, all is good. That's good. Have a chair. Oh, I'm gonna ruin this game doing that, but I don't care. That's the lean button. I actually forget if Soma had the same, like, lean mechanic. I think it did. What game had it that... Oh, it was Outlast. That's it. That's it. That's what I was thinking of. Okay, that's the first one. That sounded almost identical to somebody being remarkably close to me. clear my ass. And here I was thinking, oh, it's an older game, you don't gotta worry about it. How scary could it be? Ooh, I wasn't expecting this. Ah. Never underestimate an old game, ladies and gentlemen. No matter how old a game is, no matter how archaic it may look in some senses. Nothing. No matter how archaic it may look. Never underestimate an old game. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. That's a shirt. Oh. Slight headache. Well, let's just stare at the light for a second here. Pretty light. Pretty light. Look, you're in the light. Isn't that good? Okay, screw your goddamn headache then. The other children cheered him on, his name voiced at rising pace, urging him to do it. Am I really doing this? The young boy thought and struck his victim with a rock. Now... Make love to the torch, my friend Daniel. That's unfortunate, because I actually have a friend named Daniel. Woo. Anyway, this might not be quite a very long series. Jesus Christ. Get up, get up, get out of there. Oh, you're still only got a slight headache. You're doing alright. You're doing alright. Another one. And, oh, the lantern. Now, this is the one big difference between this game and Machine for Pigs. Machine for Pigs, the torch is used a bit differently. You don't have oil like you do in this game, as you can see. Let's so put that down. Okay. Machine for Pigs did this as well. Whenever you put the torch up, the light on the controller changes. I'm using a PS4 controller, obviously I'm playing it on a PS4. The light actually changes color ever so slightly. The controller also vibrates, which is not good. Two-pointer. Anyway. Tinderbox. Physics. Going to close you over. Oh. Slight headache.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
So the guy basically conscripts himself. This character, Daniel. I do not like those noises. I think I'm just gonna chill near here for a second. The guy creates some kind of drink, or finds a drink or something, that basically makes him forget. It must be in Madagascar, because those are hissing cockroaches. He fell to the kitchen floor. Tears were beginning to well in his eyes as he retrieved the first kick in his stomach. Hazel remained hidden in fear she too would be punished. I don't know what those little bits and bobs are about, but alright. So he creates a drink, or he finds a drink to make himself, to give himself amnesia. Roll credits.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brandenburg.
So he hopefully won't be interrupted for the third time. Precious oil. He creates or finds or whatever this drink that allows him to gain amnesia. For what purpose? he says... He doesn't say, but he gives himself amnesia for reportedly the purpose of helping him somehow in taking down this Alexander of Brennenburg. And as we just saw a moment ago, him and Alexander were, at least at one time, talking to each other. And not in an aggressive manner, so it seems... This is not a game where you want to explore. Honestly, wasn't expecting that. Hell, a loon? Yoink. Precious light. Yep. So the main quest is go into the very, very, very bottom of this place. Kill this old guy named Alexander. Why? We aren't told. But then shit like that happens. Pressure blocks the path. Can it be dissolved? So then this is when things start getting kind of weird, because now we've got weird stuff like that popping up. So, find the key for the wine cellar as well. So, okay, can't get to the refinery, can't get to the wine cellar. Though, to be fair, the way this game's going, I really don't think I might need it. Really don't think I'm gonna need. Really think I might need a drink. Traveling to Dover meant going through the Canterbury. Made sure to pay a visit to avoid the same sense of guilt connected with the neglect of family. Guilt connected with the neglect of family. Light the torch, light the torch, light the torch. What's stopping me from going forward? Light the torch, light the torch. There we go. That's better. See, Daniel? Bright. Bright is good. Also, I think I'm going to be going into my patented crouch position for most of this. I don't know what that is, but don't go near there. Check-a-rooney. Alright, let's not go there. That sounds like a good plan, me. Holy shit, this is so much worse than I was expecting. case you're wondering what that is, you haven't played this game before, evidently. Oh boy. Lack of a chimney is properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients and storage. Hold on. There it is. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can and move them to the wine cellar. Chemical ingredients have been moved from the library to the wine cellar. So I gotta go find... Oh. Gotta go to the wine cellar. Oh, precious oil.
There should be more coop rats. Let me see. And one part aquafortis.
So... strong water and Stanley Kubrick. Okay. Chemistry bot. Alright. This is my third attempt to perform artificial vitae. The former compounds lacked the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and orpiment are a given, and the cuprite binds them well. This time I will attempt aqua regia instead of aqua fortis and hope that it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid. Excuse me? The solution is highly acid? They mean acidic. I'm sorry I'm going grammar Nazi on this, but that drives me nuts. Anyway, the solution is highly acidic and proves impractical to put to any use except as a detergent. Detergent? I'm guessing that meant something else back in the day. Organic tissues react especially violently to the solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I'll be able to use the recipe, and I'm hoping that I will find a predicament. I need to find the key to the cellar, don't I? I gotta find the key for the wine cellar before I even try this. Oh. Maybe it's still somewhere over this way? Hey, hello, new person. Oil. goody, goody. Well. Somebody dead there. Alright, let's just go upstairs and have a pleasant little time, see if I can try and figure out where the hell that key is. Oop, just walking into them. Fragrant taste of rose lingered in his mouth, Turkish delights. He thought just as the once in Constantinople. I really need to look into like a story or lore through of this game because I do not understand most of it. Let's try upstairs. Oh, goody, another place. The door slammed shut behind him, and he knew he would never again see the old tailor at Berkeley Square. Another lone soul in London seemed appropriate somehow. This is one hell of an area. This is the longest load screen I've ever seen in this game. There you go. Oh. Oh, I've got memories from this place. Here come the flashbacks. In. Shit. Now my phone's bugging me.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Okay, so guy seems to be an adventurer, an archaeologist, or something of the sort, at least. I don't know what that sound is, but I really wish it would stop. It sounds like humming. I think I'm just gonna... Of course there's a piano. There's always a piano. Okay, this will show you how paranoid I'm getting. I actually thought that the that humming sound was coming from outside the game for a second there. Oh boy. This game does things to you very quickly.
History room is locked. Is there another entrance? Well, since you're pointing it out, probably. I really wish that noise would stop. Oh. Goddamn light freaked me out again. The light on the PS4 controller changes when you take the map out. Not the map out, the lantern out. Huh. It's got a delightful brisk day out there.
"17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Okay, so he's apparently a very risky, potentially stupid adventurer. And for some reason, I just like to imagine this guy is an idiot. Don't know why, it just seems like when bad shit happens to people, it just makes sense. That might come off a little weird, but entrance hall not there. Okay, so I've already been around this area then. Yep. How's the oil doing? Not too bad. Try to ease up a touch on it though. Oil, good, good. God damn it.
Well. At least you know who to sue come the end of all this.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wards. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Okay, it does stop when I do that, so it is part of the game, but it's freaking me out a pinch more than I was expecting. For literally just a... There's a bit of fan art I'd like to see. Just one of those creatures playing the piano. I seriously would like to... I know that probably already exists. This game's been out for like a decade, but... Note to self, I know what to Google later. Whoa, Nelly. How'd I go?
17th of May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety. Grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
And for anybody who's ever seen like a very Cthulhuoid story in Cthulhuoid, I know that's not the right word. Cthulian, Lovecraftian, there we go. Story, you can probably piece 2 and 2 together and figure out what's going on there.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Oh, it was already broken. Allstadt and Brandenburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore and is Allstadt. Deep within the East Prussian woods, for centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brandenburg. Hold on. Quiet forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes, as picturesque as can be. Albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations. Certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales. But there are many motifs. They keep reappearing. Gatherers. How many of these? Okay, this. Gatherers. The story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that soldiers who abandoned their duties got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by the tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey, which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks, dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? Is it undone? Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Alstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for the fortnight, as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. My voice just cracked. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Alstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was the mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The Immortal Baron, the Baron of Brennenburg, lives a reclusive life with his family in the castle nearby Alstadt. Like most of those noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Searching the history reveals that little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman. My voice is cracking again. Okay, you know what? From the Rhinelands, proclaiming the role as protector of the Prussian state, Alexander helped the region to flourish and remain popular throughout his presumed lifetime. Blah 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 blah. So, as you heard in that little first try. How do you like them beans? Oh, god damn it, of course. Wilhelm and the fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public, the wine cellar. No matter how we handle, the king's men will leave, or they will starve. Whatever comes first. Roll that for all I care, maybe. Both my problems. Hello, another new person. Received. I will get on that in a moment. I should probably do another 10-15 minutes of this, not much. Okay, so I got the key. Been doing this for about half an hour, maybe a little longer. Right. Oh. Well, that's convenient. That's not as convenient. I am a very stupid human being. Let's just be very clear on that, considering what I'm about to do. I would like to repeat my thoughts on the very stupid human being theory. Oh, we can play piano, that's nice. Get the F out of here, get the F out of here, get the F out of here. Yeah! Continue on a wait, screw the toothless foreman. Gross. Okay, get a little bit into the wine cellar. Actually, what time is it? Actually, all things considered. Okay. All things considered, I think I actually will call it quits for the night. As I have... Okay, get back in the light, you big wimp. Jesus. How you doing? Head is pounding, hands are shaking. Well, you've been worse. You will be, anyway. Anyway, I do believe I am done for the night. Like I said, I can't guarantee I'm going to be doing a lot more of this. And I do apologize. I know someone just came into the stream and I just kind of vanished. Or I'm just vanishing shortly after. I hate doing that, but I usually plan these... Not exactly in advance, but I usually only plan on doing about an hour. It's about what I'm doing, so, nah. Anyway. Just keep your eye out. I probably will be doing more stuff. So, see you then. Bye-bye.